torture you. Take my hand through the flame. I torture you. I'm a slave to your games.
Hello, hello. What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am here to talk about and review Furious 7. Furious 7 is a 2015 film that is not directed by Justin Lin. Can you believe it? Justin Lin did not come back. This time they let James Wan step up. Very well-known horror director James Wan step up and do something completely different, and I like that. The plot is, after the crew successfully defeated, caught, and captured Luke Evans' character at the end of the last movie, his brother, Ian Shaw, played by Jason Statham, has arrived for revenge. And he's picking this group off one by one, basically wanting to kill all of them for his brother, so they have to come together again to stop him. Now, what I think of Furious 7 is, this film is a whole lot of fun. It is. And I feel like ever since, most people will say that Fast 5 is their favorite of the series, and I get it. It's pretty freaking awesome. 6 and 7 have been movies where people have said, oh, well, they're still fun. They still have the action that you want, and it's humorous, but they've never quite, at least people think they haven't matched that level. But it's still a whole hell of a lot of fun. It's still great moments, great action. The action in this movie, holy shit, Jason Statham. Let's just talk about how great he is as a villain, because I don't get to see him play a villain enough, so I thought he was great here. That opening scene of him at the hospital visiting his brother and then coming out, and just, you see the aftermath of what Jason Statham did to get there, and I just love it. He comes off so epic, so a force to be reckoned with. And then later on, he has a fight scene with The Rock, which was awesome. Them beating each other up in the office. And Rock, actually, a moment where Rock gives him a rock bottom, which was a great nod for fans. And then near the end of the movie, you see Jason Statham have an all-out battle with Vin Diesel. And sure, there are some implausible elements, not only just in that fight, but the whole movie in general. The action, yeah, it's even more over the top than it's ever been. You have the scene where the whole crew are up in the helicopters, the planes, and they're in the cars with the parachutes and they're going down. Tyrese is the only person who went up there with the parachutes, with the cars, but he has no idea what they're doing. How much sense does that make? But it's still funny. It's still hilarious to see him freaking out, because at the end of the day, even if I reluctantly agreed to do this, I probably still would be freaking out the same way he was. Tyrese is still great here. The whole crew, Ludacris. There's a part where Vin Diesel and Paul Walker have to go get this indestructible car, and they have to go at the secret party, and they have to climb up to the floor and get into the secret safe, and they get out of there, and they're having this chase scene, and they fly from building to building in the car, and they narrowly go off the ledge. And yes, it's over the top. It's almost at a Marvel level of action, special effects, and so, for some people, it's too much. And I get it, but for me, it just narrowly makes that edge of, it's fun enough to where I can go with it, I can enjoy it. Some of the characters, Jordana Brewster is here. She's a mother now, so it's interesting to see her like that. Michelle Rodriguez is a part of the group. She is Letty, although she still has her amnesia, doesn't quite remember every single little thing that goes on. She has a pretty awesome fight with Ronda Rousey. And look, Ronda Rousey, not the best actress in the world, sure, but you have her here to be this female bodyguard. She's huge, she's hulking, she's intimidating, and they have a great fight. That's all I really need from her, is to have a great fight. Is it better than the Gina Carano fight with Letty? No, but it's still good. It's still fun to watch. Vin Diesel as Dominic Toretto, he still is a badass. I mean, you might argue that he doesn't have a whole lot of progression. I just like that the character stays true to his core, how he is still very family oriented. I like the scenes of them still at the dinner table, back in that neighborhood, still says grace, still has all of those characteristics about Dominic that you love. Paul Walker, I love that he is, yes, still that guy, still Vin Diesel's right-hand man, willing to do anything he has to do. He has a couple of great action sequences as well. That's insane. But I love at the beginning, you just see him being a father, and the fact that he's come to accept being a father, driving his son to preschool. Like, I love that. I love seeing the progression of these characters after all of these years, all of these sequels. He's a dad now. And then you have the introduction of Kurt Russell, which was awesome to see him play some underground CIA-like guy. And yeah, it's the elephant in the room. I can't go without talking about the death of Paul Walker. During the making of this movie, he tragically died in a terrible, terrible car accident. You could say it's ironic, but he went out the way that he was, fearless and just willing to do what he wanted to do. And the tribute that they give to Paul Walker here is nothing short of amazing, of beautiful. I remember seeing this in the theater and coming to tears at just this ending and how nice it was. Such a great send-off. And honestly, it was a great ending to the series. I know they're continuing it. I know that this film especially made so much freaking money, but the series makes so much money at this point that on one end I could see that someone would say it's dumb to end it, but this is just so perfect to end it the way that they do. I know there were some scenes where they had to bring in Paul Walker's brother to come in and finish the scenes, CGI his face onto it, which sounds very weird. It is very weird, and there's only like one, maybe two scenes where I could tell for sure that they did it, but there's probably a couple other scenes where it is flawless. It is some insane technology that we're able to finish a movie, because that's what everybody was worried about, right? Getting this movie finished. I love this movie. I enjoyed this movie. I think that for a lot of reasons it will hold a big special place in everybody's heart who does enjoy this franchise. We will remember it as Paul Walker's last, and you almost maybe forget how big of a role his character plays in all of these movies and in this one. So guys, I enjoy Furious 7. I have fun with it. It's a lot of fun. It's crazy. It's insane. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Furious 7? Do you think they should have ended the series at this movie? Or are you okay with them continuing it? Like, comment, subscribe. Later!